Today we'll discuss the absurd number of Xehanorts in the Kingdom Hearts universe, and we'll discuss how each of them came to be and how they're all connected. To clarify, we will only count the actual Xehanort and the versions of him that came directly from him, meaning that possessed Riku, the data versions, and all of the organization members that he planned to use as vessels or clones for himself, none of those are actually counted as Xehanorts, as they aren't true 100% actually versions of Xehanort. With that out of the way, I figure it's best to start with young Xehanort. This is the version of Xehanort that met the Master of Masters and is also Xehanort pretty much right after he left Scala Kylum. He would of course later on be brought back with the help of the replica program, and would before that simply over the years turn into the guy we know as the big bad bald motherfucker, aka Master Xehanort, which we for the first time meet in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. This is the same person as young Xehanort, so still the same timeline, still the same guy, just around 60 to 70 years older than the Xehanort we see in the scene talking to the Master of Masters. I believe that was in the Remind DLC. Also, real quick, if you're enjoying this video right now, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the YouTube channels, because we are really close to 100 subscribers. Thank you. Now this is where shit gets people just as confused as my dumbass gets when you put a math test for 14-year-olds right in front of me. So at the end of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, the old guy says fuck chiropractors, they're expensive and whatnot, and decides to instead extract his heart and possess Terra, taking his body. However, this version of Xehanort eventually ends up in Radiant Garden and also has amnesia, and is now known as either Terra Xehanort or Apprentice Xehanort, whichever one you like. That is until Apprentice Xehanort decides to experiment on himself and splits into two entities, one being his Heartless, which is known as Ansem the Seeker of Darkness, who is of course the main villain in Kingdom Hearts 1, and he also splits into Xemnas, his Nobody, who is the main villain of Kingdom Hearts 2 and the leader of the first Organization 13. So in conclusion, there really are only 5 true, actual 110% authentic Xehanorts, those being young Xehanort, old Xehanort or Master Xehanort, I like to call him the big bad bald motherfucker, but to each their own, Terranort, which is of course Xehanort after he possesses Terra, or Apprentice Xehanort. Those are the same person, just different names to not confuse you. And then of course you have his Heartless, which is Ansem the Seeker of Darkness, and finally his Nobody, which is Xemnas, the leader of the first Organization 13. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. I hope that cleared up the many versions of Xehanort that we had over the course of the Xehanort saga a little bit for you guys. As always, leave your thoughts and opinions on this topic in the comments down below. Always love to read them and reply to them. Until the next video stream, bye bye.